Hi, welcome to the Pam Paris channel. My podcast is now in progress. Let's tune in.
What do you think about people who do that? Of course, they want to be in a relationship, but their lifestyle repels the idea. Say, for example, a person says, you know what, I want to be, let's start with a man's point of view. Then maybe you can give me a female perspective. A man says, you know what, I'm done being single. I want to be in a relationship. So he goes online and he doesn't look like all the other wonderful men. He doesn't have all the other wonderful possessions and doesn't have the great job. So the girls snub him and they're all looking to the top 20% of men. He's part of the 80% that are being rejected. So he's not getting anywhere. And many men will tell me this is the case. They're just not looked at because they have rating systems on some of these dating apps. And his rating keeps coming up low. So he says, you know what, let me go outside and see if I can meet somebody. So what does he do? He goes to Trader Joe's, he goes to Ralph's, he goes to Vons. He does every trick in the book. Women don't want to talk to him. He may want to talk about the vegetables or ask about a price or do anything to start a conversation. Oh, ma'am, you dropped your purse. Oh, ma'am, that is a beautiful this. That is a beautiful... Conversation goes nowhere. He's constantly shut down. So he'll come to me and say, I've tried everything I could possibly think of. I'm out there trying to meet people. I've went to all of the top places I was recommended to go to, and I'm coming up empty. What is the problem? He may not like the answer if I tell him, you know what? Is it possible it just wasn't meant to be?
Or... No, not if he wants it that badly. I mean, if he wants it that badly, he needs to learn how to approach a woman that he's interested in and actually act like he's interested in her and ask her if she would be open to going for a cup of coffee or a tea or something like that.
Is it possible that he could ask 100 women and 100 women say no? Let me give you an example. Now, this is a YouTube test, and I've seen this with my own eyes.
Okay.
There was a guy that walked up to 200 girls and asked for a date. 200. Not one girl said yes. Then there was a girl that walked up to 20 guys, and they all said yes. And they were average looking. So, again... I do think women have an advantage. Like, let me ask you that. Would you do that? Would you, if a man walked up to you and said, would you like to go out for a cup of coffee? If you're in Trader Joe's or Vons somewhere, what would your immediate response be? Wouldn't you look at him first and size him up and say, do I really want to go out with a guy like this and have a cup of coffee? Or what would be your criteria to say yes?
One of the things I was going to say is beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. So I think there has to be a...
Excuse me, you said beauty's in the eyes of the beholder?
In the eyes of the beholder.
Where I come from in the world of acting, I always tell actors, beauty is in the eyes of the one that signs your check. Don't pay any attention to any opinions. Somebody can tell you...
In that case, I'd go out with him, yeah. If he signed my check.
Okay.
Really.
So let's assume you are doing your thing, farmer's market or whatever, and someone says, I think you're very attractive. Would you like to go out for a cup of coffee? How would you size him up? I know all women would do it differently. How would you do it?